back. Lewis Eady, Guitar of the Week. Fourth one. The fourth instalment. The fourth famous instalment. So here we are down at 75 Great South Road in Epsom, where we've been for a while. Thanks for all of your lovely comments, lovely feedback on our Facebook page. We've also got these up on YouTube now, so if you want to watch them there, you can post those links into emails and send them around all of your friends. So this week we have a fairly new model. Came out last year, the year of 2016, and this is part of Martin's new standard series. So they've taken all of their classic designs, all of their classic models, and just sort of give them a little bit of a tweak. Put a little bit of electrical jiggery-pokery on the inside and send them forth into the land. So here in my hand I have the Martin DC-18E. Some of you may be familiar with the standard D18. That's one of Martin's oldest models. It was originally called the D1 and it came out in about 1931. The D1 was a solid spruce top dreadnought with mahogany back and sides. I think the D2 was spruce and rosewood back and sides. Anyway, we're talking about the D1. Then it got revamped, called the D18. As I say, solid Sitka spruce top, solid genuine mahogany back and sides. Where this one, oh, there's a here. So where this differs from the standard D18, it has a cutaway, which is what the C is in the number, and E for electrics. I'll go into the electrics a little bit later. Now this has a big voice, a very deep booming voice, a lot of bass response. One of the reasons for that, along with its shape, its big dreadnought shape, is its forward shifted bracing, X-shaped bracing. I may have talked about that on some of my other thingies, but this one has forward shifted bracing, so the X shape is pushed this way towards the sound hole, which lets the lower bout really resonate and really bring forth quite a lot of bottom end. So instead of having a big V-shaped neck like older D18s tended to have, this has a performance taper, a low C I think it is, so it's very playable neck. It has some lovely vintage open back tuners, extreme close-up, Wayne's World style, hopefully that's coming in there. So yeah, it's a really cool feature. I really like those open tuners. It's got the butterbean tuning pegs up there. So let's just run through some other speckies. We've got ebony bridge. We've got a bone bridge saddle and nut. What else have we got? We've got a tortoiseshell pick guard, which sort of differentiates it from its D28s and things like that. It's a very, you can't really see it from there, probably just look black, but the binding is tortoiseshell as well, which is a very nice finish. We've got an ebony fingerboard here, nice hard wood. So let's talk about the pickup. Now this has been fitted with what Fishman and Martin are calling the VT Enhance pickup system. So we'll start with the undersaddle pickup. The Matrix pickup is, I believe, the most popular and sold undersaddle pickup around the world. Around the world, around the world. And then, so they've taken the aural imaging from a few years ago. They had the Aura pickups and they had different microphones recording the guitar that they were fitted to, and you could choose which microphone you wanted to use the aural image of. So there might have been an AKG C414, there was a Neumann, there was probably your trusty Shure SM57, but they've sort of pared that idea back a bit, and they just instead of having all of those choices, you just have one aural image. So the discrete controls on the inside here, you've got volume and tone. So you turn up your aural image, which your undersaddle piezo style pickup picks up that, and then there's another control which is the enhance control under here, and that controls a bridge saddle transducer which is fitted on the inside of the guitar under the bridge saddle here, and that sort of picks up the resonance of the body, and that adds just another flavor to the sound. So you can pull that into taste and create your own sound. So some of the other standard series guitars, like we've got what have we got hanging up there? A GPC-18E, which also has this technology in it. Yeah, so that's what they've done for 2016. So they're trying to have their vintage looking guitars and just sort of shunt them into the 21st century by having things like a performance taper neck and some great electronics. So you can still look like a vintage guy or gal, but be very modern indeed. So yeah, let's see how this one sounds with Ye Olde Tune. I haven't practiced it all week, so I hope I can get it right first time. Louis Eady, guitar of the week. It's quite nice. I quite like that one. I think this is my favourite one for the song so far. So the controlled experiment of doing the song week after week on different guitars is paying off. So yeah. Thanks for visiting us here at Louis Eady Guitar of the Week. This will be hanging up in our doorway to our guitar den or showroom all week. If you haven't been in, come on in, grab a coffee from our cafe at Note. We're at 75 Great South Road. And yeah, thanks for having us.